Okay, we're back in Civilization 5, Brave New World with Cthulhu. And where I left off, I started to line up on Gandhi's border. And I need to decide the best means of dealing with him. Because once he's out of the way, the only threat left to me on this continent would be our buddy Harun. And the silver and spices would be a nice addition to my happiness, so I have incentive to definitely go through with it. As for Assur, it's going to be in resistance for 2 more turns. As for this one, it's already Nineveh is working on its workshop. Who needs to move? Okay, Musket. I can move him here. The knight has an assignment. This knight needs to get over there too. As for this knight, I'm going to leave him up here by Nineveh since I am anticipating an attack. As for the Lancer, I'm going to move him out so I can put a bow inside of there once I get the chance. This was taking production to Rylai, but I need to send this to Lang. Ideally, I need to get the Uffizi down to 11 turns, which clearly isn't going to happen. Is there any way I can shuffle things around? I'm only generating 2 food. Okay. Yeah, I can't afford to even have specialists here. Anyway, the cannon, that one's okay. Frigate, that's right. It's gonna take some time, but that'll get it moving. My caravel should be somewhere around here. It's still exploring, and I don't know how many wonders are left, or natural wonders are left to find. Anyway, let's take a quick peek at the World Congress, since I forgot to do it last time. They want to ban porcelain. I am getting happiness from that, so I'm going to have to vote against that. It's going to make Maria Theresa even more pissed off at me, but that's her problem. And one thing I can show you real quick is, if you're curious about who has what wonder, you can see it on the global politics of the diplomacy overview. So we can see Pakal has the Hagia Sophia and the Great Mosque of Jen. Those are those 2 faith ones that I pretty much just flat out ignored. Alexander has the Great Lighthouse and the Pyramids. Maria Theresa has Angkor Wat, Chichen Itza, Machu Picchu, Himeji Castle, Petra, Borobudur, and the Parthenon, while our buddy Harun has Stonehenge and Alhambra. The backstabber Gandhi has nothing, and Hiawatha has the Temple of Artemis and the Terracotta Army. So, let's see. Yeah, Gandhi is actually pretty lucky to have this marsh here. It's going to make approaching from this side a pain in the ass. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Actually, I need to pull him back. And I need to connect Nineveh to my capital, so I am going to eventually convert this fort back to a farm. As for that cannon, it's good where it is. I'm going to put the bow here, so if he tries to retreat, I can shoot him. Up. Does this look familiar to you guys? No longer ally of Samarkand. Someone stole it from me, or it just degraded on its own. So the gold we got from him in return is gone. We get to keep our copper. The one downside to being the gigantic warmonger we are is that no one wants to trade with us, so we have to find our own way to accumulate gold, which is why developing my infrastructure in the capital is going to be that much more important. Anyway, we can move this knight in. And I'm going to put this here and set it up so I can shoot if something comes out. As for the knight, he needs to defend. The lancer... Ah, I forgot to move Belisarius. That would help. Okay, I can blow away the axe here. Anyway, let's see. Going to have him cross the river so I can get on this square. This guy needs to turtle. I can move the muskets a total of 1 turn. So my spy is now establishing surveillance. It's going to take 3 turns before I can see how long it's actually going to take to steal a tech from Maria Teresa, and that's assuming she actually has something I can steal. Taking a quick peek at the demographics, I am still #1 in terms of tech, with halfway through the tech tree. My approval is soon to be lowest in the game after I'm done with Gandhi, and my GNP, I'm pretty poor with Hiawatha actually making money hand over fist. Anyway, I need to get working on that road. And I need 600 faith to pop the Inquisitor. Other civs that we like more than you have denounced you. They've denounced us. They are threatened by my warmongering. Don't really care. He's on a different continent. It's Harun that has me worried, if anyone. Hiawatha went industrial, so he's actually ahead of me. He's the one I should be spying on if I can't actually get anything out of, what the... Okay, Gandhi's knight ran into an accident. And Alexander is going nuts with those cities. So I'm going to bring the worker over here. Going to have the knight. I think I'm just going to have him back off entirely. As for this knight, he got his first promotion. I'm going to give him shock. So we're getting our cannons in position. Now I need to keep the Great General in tow. It's going to take a couple turns for him to get there, though. Him being the musketman as well as Belisarius. And that's an Arabian pike. I can upgrade him to a Lancer, but it's going to cost about a third of my money. Still, I think it's worth it. Alexander is insane. And Gandhi's knight has finally run out of luck. So right here I can remove the road. As for him, he needs to get the hell out. I can have the Lancer take his place and move Belisarius into range to allow bombardment to begin. And wow, Delhi is going down like paper. To make things worse, it's not even really like wet paper either, it's just boom, it's gone. And I'm just immediately going to puppet it. The worker here could be a threat to me, but I'm willing to actually just make peace here since he hopefully learned his lesson. And he apparently has not learned it yet. Anyway, the knight already attacked. I'm going to have him go on defensive duty, and now I need to prepare for a Arab war. But I am going to be taking my time with this one since Harun is much better equipped and everything than Gandhi is. You ask them not to spy on you, you build wonders that they covet. Ah. So, let's tell Harun he's going to pay in time because, let's face it, he will. Ooh. And here you can see that they are no longer willing to make a deal with me, so at this point I'm pretty much completely on my own. And I won over a bunch of city-states by gaining the spices and silver from Gandhi. So, Hong Kong, if I can find on the map, we're friends. Budapest. Okay, yeah, they even helped me in the war. Mombasa. And which is actually my ally. Huh. I wasn't even aware these people existed, but I'll take them nonetheless. So the spices have caused We Love the King Day. This is a period of rapid growth in a city. Joins the war, and we've completely eclipsed Austria, so I'm going to send him, my spy that is, to Ondonaga, which is the Iroquois city. And Maria Teresa is working on the Taj Mahal, but I need more production here to actually beat her to it. And I'm even working my workshop. That sucks. Grassland River. Can I actually buy the windmill or no? Jeez. Yeah, that's not happening. So I don't want to bother with the Musician Guild just yet simply because I don't have the infrastructure for these great people yet. But the seaport will increase my production and my gold yield, and I also get a bonus when I'm building a naval unit, which is one of the things that I really want. Anyway, crossbow, I'm going to have him on alert. The knight needs to heal. An unfortunate accident is about to happen to that warrior. And I need to get this slave working. So I need a road connecting Delhi to my capital. As for here, I'm going to have the crossbowmen sit in Delhi to shoot the guys from Damascus. This cannon I'm going to need in Assur. I am going to need to build a new cannon in a little bit, but like I tried to warn you guys, right now I need to kind of lick my wounds and actually solidify what I've built. And I actually should probably look into assimilating Assur so that I can use that as a port also. As in a port to manufacture ships and stuff. As for the cannon, I need him up here. Lancer can sit. Belisarius. He just arrived, it's time to turn around. Nineveh is going to be a battlefield. And I should also point out, since I reloaded the game, the Great Wall has moved once again to cover Nineveh, and it's also... I don't know if it covered Nakotus or not, but it is now. That's all that matters. The musket... Gonna need him up here, I think. Gandhi made peace with Samarkand. Ooh, I have enough for the Inquisitor. So we're going to pick that up. An Arabian missionary. And right there is the Arabian camel archer. That's a knight replacement, I believe, so we will be fighting in one of Harun's power spikes if I can't evade it. I thought I told him to build a road. Sending that to Milan for the bonus gold. And I need to continue tearing up this road to bring my maintenance costs down. This... Lang. I can also... Assur. No, I'm gonna send this to Lang. I got it down to 8 turns. Okay, cattle's online. I actually have a jungle tile to use for a university once it's finally built. That's going to take some time since we're only at library right there right now. And you can see that the world does not care for warmongers. Be nice if I could actually instigate a war on the other continent, but I'm fine with fighting all of them if it gets down to it. I just need to enhance my navy by then. And the enemy that was spotted. The worker. Anyway, the knight is healed. Going to put the archer in and open fire. Okay, Inquisitor. I need to send him to Assur, the holy city of Zoroastrianism. As for our worker here, actually I need to cancel that. We'll fix it next turn. It's going to take 7 turns for our next social policy. And I probably should look up here since Gandhi should be fighting Milan. And I'm willing to do this to shut Hiawatha up. But I need to save my money to upgrade my knights here. Huh, Baghdad actually is growing. We'll put the musket right there, and we'll put him on alert. And I need to go take down that fort. Mombasa is not allied with anyone, that's fine. Oh, it's time to vote. Okay, I'll tackle that in a second. It'll be the last thing I actually do this turn. And he still needs to heal. So, ban luxury porcelain. I'm going to put all 3 of my votes against it, and hopefully we can keep our porcelain so we don't go too unhappy. Delhi is going to be in resistance for a few more turns. Then it will be online. And once I can actually get the roads connecting everything, that will alleviate some of my gold problems. I'm going to leave the cannon there. This one I need to set up. And he has a galleass, so this navy leaves a bit to be desired, but then again so does mine, since we're still that early in the game. Oh well. Next turn. And I don't want that crappy city, but I want his money. 161. We're going to exchange embassies so it doesn't look as bad, and I'm going to be taking your horses.
नहीं.
Okay. You can
मेरे
keep
दोस्त,
the
क्या इस
horses.
इंतजाम में आपकी दिलचस्पी है?
Gandhi has entered Renaissance as the rest of us are getting ready to move into the Industrial Era, and I think this will push me into it, unless... No, I'm already industrial. Okay, our deal to Harun al-Rashid has passed, where we sold him crab. Gandhi moved up. Gandhi made peace. I've made peace. Our enact natural heritage sites was not passed, but you can see a bunch of people voted no just to try to spite me. As for the porcelain ban, I sunk that from Austria. They're probably not happy. Iroquois are marching on someone, but I don't know who. And he's plying against Alexander, so we're going to warn Alexander. So, share intrigue. And right there, that makes him even more friendly towards us, and he might be our only friend. So, marble for gems. That will do. Copper, crabs. Ah, it's spices I only have one of. 13. Okay, 12. 11. I'm not going any lower than that. So, I'm going to go for the cultural heritage sites this time, since Gandhi hates me. I don't give a damn. I have his capital. As for this knight, need to move him up. Oh, I could have pillaged this. Oh well. That cannon, I'm going to set it up and leave it there. And I kind of wish this guy had vision right now. Okay, change of plans. You get off the hill, you get on it. I knew I had a spotter somewhere. Next turn. I'm going to put it in the forest here. Okay, Inquisitor. So you can see this is the holy city of Zoroastrianism. And if we use remove heresy, now it's nothing. And just like that, Zoroastrianism is going to fade from this world. There's going to be a couple lingering followers in the surrounding cities, but eventually Islam and Call of Cthulhu are going to wipe those out. And where's Belisarius? He's in a good spot. My caravel is still exploring. Huh, it's about to meet up with my frigate. And right there she's upset about the whole thing, but right now you can see she liked our proposal. There's no contested borders. That's pretty much the only thing keeping us from just mauling one another, I guess. And he's pissed, but he has to deal with it. Budapest, Milan, my 3 allies. Not like he actually has the muscle to protect them from anything, though. And the diamonds we got from Alexander caused We Love the King Day in Lang, which is actually pretty sorely needed. Oh, the Sistine Chapel. Okay, let's create great work. The last day of Pompeii. And I don't think I have to cut this one out. I don't see anything objectionable. And I'm going to take a quick peek. Sistine Chapel needs same era, same civ. Yeah, that's not an option at the moment. Going to set him up just in case, even though I think the hills... Actually... going to move it forward some. But I need to avoid provoking Harun just yet, since I'm not in position to fight. As for the worker, let's turn that into a farm. Public declaration from the Maya. They are protecting Brussels. Hiawatha is fighting Alexander. And they're actually of comparable strength. Anyway, I'm going to pull this up. Worst come to worst, I can have him bombard Baghdad and shoot things on the shore. Not much for reinforcements, but it's something that I can use. And this coming turn, we can work on upgrades.
Wars may be fought with weapons, but they are won by men. It is the spirit of the men who follow and of the man who leads that gains the victory.
George S. Patton. And we found Laventa. Okay, they're really far down there. The Mayans start using triremes. Okay, I can get rifling, which will allow me to upgrade my muskets to rifles. I can go for scientific theory. And I think that's actually my best bet, even though the coal would help greatly. Plus, the Gatling gun is the upgrade to the machine gun, or the crossbows. So, ouch. Holy. Okay, I can only afford 3 of these. If I were to actually change gears and build a road here... Canceling mission. Construct. That's a little glitchy. Gonna need that road a lot sooner rather than later just so I can afford my upgrades. Cargo ship. Yeah, I need the extra gold for Samarkand. And that road is finished, so I'm going to send this guy to here so that I can try to build the road to meet down this way. And I'm gonna need my caravel. And I can't tell if the microphone's actually picking up the rain, but it is really coming down outside. And Waitley was promoted. That means he killed a spy. We'll cover that in a second. Killed a spy from India. So by being promoted, he's more effective at catching other spies.
मैं आपकी शांति की
And
कामना
I'm going to forgive Gandhi to try to get him further on my... to get further on his good side, I should say. It's bad enough that I'm... a library? Monastery, eh? Okay, I was going to crack a joke, but the truth is far, far more sad. Oh, the road's already there. Okay, I'm going to have this guy come repair the cattle, I think. As for the cavalry, stand by for now. Ooh, he has muskets himself now. Next turn's Uffizi, and hopefully I can get Taj Mahal before Maria Theresa beats me to that, but that's asking a bit much, I think. The happiness really would be appreciated, though. Yes, Gandhi, I forgive you.
मासूम और
Can always come back for him later. Contains 3 slots for great works of art. And it also comes with a great artist, which is right here. Sandro Botticelli. Okay, so I'm going to have to cut that out. That's the Birth of Venus. You can look up the picture if you want to see it yourself, but there's no way that one's flying on YouTube. Anyway, I need Brandenburg Gate. As for this one, it adds happiness into my culture. Gold from science buildings. Now, the finisher here, Scientific Revolution, where I get bonus science from research agreements, that's not going to help because I'm pretty much everyone's enemy in this world. So I may go for free thought. If I pick up the final one, that's simply going to be for the free tech and the fact that you can buy great scientists then. But this is going to add 9 culture. The key thing is this one will actually increase my culture output even more. Question is, do I want to put off the gold and the great scientists? And I think it's probably worth it for the long run. It's going to be 20 turns before I can get another one. And I lost 6 gold somewhere. Oh, okay, I had 2 great artists appear. So let's see if I have to cut this one. Okay, St. Jerome, that's perfectly innocent. Same era, same civ. I can do that one, I think. Or wait, I'm industrial now, aren't I? Yes, I do have an industrial one. So right there, an extra 3 culture and tourism. Shaves it down to 19 turns instead of 20. Hot damn. And as for my caravel, I don't know if I can upgrade him yet. Ah, privateer. Okay. So that upgrade actually will matter. I have to send him to Assur to get that done, though. Cape Town wants science. New unit from Budapest. It is the Berber Cavalry. So I don't actually know what's so special about them. Mountain unit specializes in desert warfare and protecting Moroccan lands. Receives combat bonuses in Moroccan territory and on desert tiles. Okay. Hopefully that Homeland Guardian applies to me, but is there even any... Ah, there is a... Yes, there is Desert by Mecca, so I can use this guy. We'll finish the road, and I should get a gold bonus this coming turn. There are some wonders you can build to decrease the cost of upgrading. I think one of them is the Pentagon, but that's going to be a while before someone can finally build that. He has a Galleus and a Galleus. It's going to be my 2 ships against his 2 from the look of it. And there's the city connections between Assur and Nineveh. We went up to 42 gold per turn. The forge, I don't think this will actually help me. I'm going to pick up barracks. Whole reasoning for the barracks being that I can then build boats that will start out at a higher level than just the starting point. They'll actually be able to start with one skill learned. And I can't wait to get rid of Islam from this continent so everyone worships Cthulhu. He's been doing everything he can to spread that faith. And he actually has enough places to where it's starting to overpower my religion. I can't actually upgrade this then. Okay, I'll have to fight as is. I'm gonna put some of these on alert because it's going to take longer for me to get ready now that I've seen some stuff. And I can probably even say with confidence I'm not going to be ready to fight Harun in this video, but next time we should be able to kick things off with the war. Yeah, he's actually got a decent-sized military. In terms of soldiers, I have the biggest. Gandhi, wow. Okay, the road there is done. Anything else I need to upgrade? Going to put him on alert. Five turns until Taj Mahal. Hopefully I can get that. Bucharest no longer needs investors. That's good. I'm poor. Okay, they're working on a circus somewhere that's going to alleviate some unhappiness. Amphitheater. I'm going to go for the armory. I can only really afford one frigate, because then I'll have to actually start using the iron I'm getting from Milan, and there's no telling if they'll actually remain my ally for very long. Someone could steal them away, Vienna could buy them out, a bunch of things can happen. Okay, how much does a great profit cost? $3,000. But I can pick up the monastery. That should go in addition to my pagoda. Extra 2 faith, extra 2 culture, and I get bonuses from wine and incense, which I actually don't have there. And there's the circus. Alexander has made peace with Hiawatha. And she beat me to the Taj Mahal, damn it. We got 800 gold out of all the production I spent on that. And let me peek on Hiawatha. That's going to take 58 turns to steal a tech from him, and that's assuming I don't complete the tech he has over me before then. And I'm going to go for the windmill just so I can build stuff faster there in the future. Could really use a windmill here, but... oh well. Anyone else need upgrades? I'm going to build a trading post right here. Almost makes me mad enough to declare war on Harun al-Rashid. And he has a great engineer right there, Thomas Edison. Unfortunately, you can't steal great people without a certain mod. Otherwise, when you attack them, they either turn into a worker or just flat out die. Losing grasp on Hong Kong. Working on walls somewhere. Sir. That'll help in case he actually has something deadly in Damascus. So, Arabia still Samarkand away from me. I'm now the wealthiest person, but that's due to the Taj Mahal getting stolen away. And I think Delhi's... ooh, actually I need to put a trading post here. Now, the scientific theory is going to increase the academy yield here. It's also going to increase the lumber mills, so I might get a bit of a production boost here. And hopefully that can help me speed along here in the future. No longer friends with Hong Kong, but they're in awe with me, so we are once again friends.
Every great advance in science has issued from a new audacity of imagination.
And they're actually allied with Alexander. That's fine. And now I need to go for the industrialization. Almost have the armory. And I should mention with this one, it is going to reveal coal on the map as a resource, so I can actually construct mines to receive it. The coal in turn can be used for some units, it can be used to make factories, which are big production centers. It can do quite a few things. Peace treaty with Gandhi has run out. Delhi wants gold for We Love the King Day, but I don't really give a damn about it. Okay, the worker, I need to send him here to fix this trading post. Hi, Vortex Alexander doesn't know. Actually, I'm going to send this one to Budapest since there's going to be fighting over here. Which reminds me, my cargo ship. Okay, it's going to take 12 turns for that to stop going to Samarkand. I need to avoid the war before then because otherwise my boat will just die. And the Academy, or the production output has shaved 2 turns off the windmill, so that's working in my favor. Okay, public school, where children first learn to use small arms. But in the meantime, I'm going to pick up a frigate. Due to how expensive the cargo ships are, I actually have a very good incentive to wait on this war. And another spy just got whacked. Who did I kill this time? A Mayan spy, eh?
Maalopkin, anak ditej.
And I'm gonna let him slide, since he's not high on my shit list like someone else is. Or the other person. And you know what? This would be a good spot for a fort, I think.
Payate, le utyalu le lekino, yendo ta la
And
belotian.
hopefully that keeps him shut up for a bit. The World Congress is going to be changing shortly. It may not be in this video, it'll be in the next one, and I'm going to cover it then. But right here in Nineveh, we're going to pick up a circus, so we're going to be going up to 22 happiness. What gives? I need to actually look inside here. Yeah, I don't know why that wouldn't work. Maybe it was already applied? Mombasa Gallius. How many more turns till that ship is back? 9. And if you're wondering when I'm actually going to pick up the Shoggoth, that is a very late game unit. Ballistics are... It's not penicillin. Great War Infantry. Oh, there it is, under plastics. And I will confess I'm a little eager to see what those actually look like on the map. As for this worker, it may have actually outlived its usefulness. I do know I want his two wonders. I just have to find out if they're both in Mecca, or if one's in Mecca, one's in Medina. I could leave him all the way back here in Najran. I think I'm going to try to just burn Baghdad down. Looks like it's going to be more trouble than it's worth. Nineveh will eventually move out to claim those tiles, so it's not like all those improvements will be going to waste. Next turn we get the windmill. And I don't actually want the puppets to grow too big. There's a decent size limit to them so that they can staff certain specialists and things along those lines to ultimately help you along. But if you put too many in, it's going to create more people, and more people give you more and more unhappiness. You usually lose 1 happiness per person that's born, with the exception of Gandhi, who only loses half. That's his unique ability. And there are only so many luxury resources and happiness buildings in the game, so it's a bit of a balancing act. Seven turns. So Brandenburg Gate will be done by then. Smarkand wants the Call of Cthulhu. Milan no longer needs investors. Good, my wallet's closed. Lang wants wine. Too damn bad. And I'm going to continue shipping the production to this place so that I can get the gate done and start actually using the resulting EXP bonus. As for here, this place is very, very poor. I'm going to go for the bank just so that I can try to alleviate the gold problems here. Now, the downside of moving from crossbow to Gatling gun is you do lose range. They will no longer cover 2 tiles, they'll only cover 1, so I don't think I'm actually going to be in any rush to upgrade those, despite the upgrade being available. 30 strength. And unfortunately that is the end of their range, unless you get the range skill. So they're going to become a pseudo-melee unit, so to speak. And the treaty with Harun al-Rashid has ended. Another spy from India has died. Just didn't learn, did you,
मैं आपकी
Gandhi?
शांति की कामना करता हूँ.
And you can only be forgiving once, I guess, but still kind of funny. In a very, very cruel and sadistic way, but funny nonetheless. As for the frigate, I need to bring it around here so that it can siege Baghdad. Alexander has made peace with Maria Theresa. She's entered the industrial era. Yes, Gandhi, I forgive you. It's not actual genuine forgiveness, but it's all you're gonna get. And here's the upgraded World Congress, so I guess I have to tackle it
Industrialization
here.
based on machinery.
So the city-states are now a part of it. What this means is that, if I open this up, we get to vote for a host here. You can see that I have the most votes, so I'm the one who actually gets to decide who's going to be in charge. And as you probably guessed, it's going to be me. So you get 2 from membership, 1 from just being the host, so that's why Pakal here has 2. Teresa has 1 because of her being host, and then she gets 2 because she's allied to 2 city-states. Me, on the other hand, I have 2 from membership, 2 from the Forbidden Palace, and 3 from the city-states that are my allies. And I'm going to be usurping her 1 point from the host to become a total of 8 points myself. And she wants to put an embargo on Greece. Yeah, Alexander's one of my few friends, so I'm going to leave him alone. As for the next upgrade, I don't really give a damn about the Louvre. You have to put a point in exploration to get it. Fertilizer is going to help with growth, but the Rifleman I can kill stuff with. So where's all my coal? So I need to build a mine there, and that's going to give me a whopping 7. 3 here. I need to change gears here after all. So my 1 jungle tile, gone. She's industrial. Peace, peace, peace. Discovered a source of coal. Okay, I can get that. And industrialization was what Hiawatha researched. So how's Milan? I'm going to move my spy from Onondaga to Milan, and what's going to do is make sure that this place is pretty much permanently my ally. As for policy, it's going to immediately launch me into a golden age, which is one of the things that I want, and it's also going to increase my culture output. I'm going from 146 to, what, 207, and that is with a bonus from the golden age, sadly. 34 from it. But still, that's a nice increase. But from here, I am going to be returning to the science tree. Now, I need coal to actually make those factories, so I'm at an impasse here. I'm content with my happiness at the moment. I'm going to go for a public school. And this worker is done, so I'm going to have him go all the way back around here. Hold on, what all did I pick up from industrialization? It's steam power that I was thinking of because of the ironclad. Okay, nonetheless, I'm still working on it. I could go for fertilizer to get artillery. This turns your cannon into a nightmare. And you know what? I'm gonna do it. I want my cannons to freaking hurt. Military Academy I could actually buy straight up next turn. Well, I have time to think while I wait for that cargo ship to come back. And Melbourne has coal of its own. Ah, Milan can pick that up, and if I'm their ally, they'll give it to me. So, I'm the leader. I get to piss everyone off, but I've already been doing a good enough job to that, so hopefully they are used to the same old, same old. As for the worker, mine. And he seriously put a city up here. Now I'm kind of tempted to just take everything of his and leave him up here. Go ahead and leave your thoughts in the description on what I should do. Depending on how often I put these up, I may be able to read them in time to make a choice, or... well, at least I'll have your thoughts. No, I'm not really interested in Pakal. And Alexander seems to not mind my warmongering. Go figure. Wants a natural wonder. Probably not going to find the rest until I get satellites and I just unlock the entire map. Choices. And we're friends. Hopefully they won't mind me speeding through. Next turn we get Brandenburg Gate, unless Maria Teresa beats us to it. And that's the red fort, not Brandenburg Gate. Caravan. I had that one shipping production into Lang. I think I'm going to continue. As for what I'm going to build now, I don't need any wonders there. I could get the windmill to speed up my production, even though that's going to be mostly towards buildings. Or I could go for the military academy. Going for the academy. And next turn the boat finishes, and that's where I'll put the break in the video. El Cid. The fort is in place. Actually, now that I think about it... so once I fight Harun, then I definitely have to dedicate a period to upgrading my infrastructure, so I just don't fall behind in that regard. Hiawatha should be somewhat close to me in terms of production. He may even be the #1 for all I know. It's Alexander who is. And a city converted. Nineveh went to Zoroastrianism. Okay. Go figure. Crossbow. Yeah, before I worry about El Cid, he has a caravel, so he's equal to me in terms of that. It's going to be a much, much more interesting fight, and I'm not going to be able to declare war as soon as the ship returns, it seems, because I definitely need to do something to give me a leg up here. How am I in terms of military? Still #1. they stole Mombasa. That complicates things. In fact, that makes me want to turn this frigate around just so I can defend. El Cid. An Austrian great prophet. Anyway, the cargo ship, I need to send this to Milan. Or I can't send that to Milan. Okay, I may have to send this to Gandhi just to keep it somewhere safe. Mombasa, Samarkand, those are not friends of mine. Yeah, it's going to Gandhi. Okay. Let's see what happens at the end of this turn. And I'm going to stop it at the start of next turn unless something comes up. Let's build a fort, screw it. Okay, their turn. Yeah, no. Losing grasp on Got a great rider, but that'll wait till next time. Don't know if they'd be any help. Anyway, the great rider, Omar Khayyam. We'll see what he does next time. So, I want a war to break out in the next video, and it'll be me versus Harun. Pretty much for dominance of this continent. So you guys have something to look forward to, even though it's going to take a little while for that war to actually break out. Anyway, I'm the Hero of Light, thanks for watching, and goodbye.